Hi everyone, it's Violet
And Lee
from
Crow and Cauldron.
There we go. And welcome to our Friday sessions as we kind of kick off surviving the current energy. We're still on an ongoing mission to survive all these retrogrades.
Yes, and welcome to spring. First day of spring.
Today, really?
In the southern hemisphere at least.
Yeah,
Yes, it
okay.
is.
If you say so.
It's windy and cold, so it doesn't quite feel like it.
I believe heat wave is on its way. If you're this side of the globe, anyway, we're going to go into burning hot summers. Joyous. So we're literally, everyone's been feeling the energy. We've had a couple of questions come through which are really relevant to the current energy cycle. How do we all love that super moon that came through there? God, wasn't it magnificent?
Yeah, and the change of energy was welcomed. You know, from that heaviness of the last few weeks, that supermoon brought through a really, like a breath of fresh air, you know, a really nice new change came through. Shift of energy, lighter sort of, you know, vibration happening, not so heavy and dense.
I clearly it worked well with your energy. I'm kind of there going, okay, if you say so. For me, I suppose, God, it was like another donk on the head, really. Lots of dreamscape, kind of really. I did feel the release of the emotional aspect coming through, but I was also like, wow, I'm just so ready to just, oof.
Well, having said that, I have broken a few things today and I've dropped an awful lot of stuff. So I definitely felt the shift in the energy, but I do feel it's lighter. I do feel like we're on the better side of what's been around the last few weeks.
Certainly in the next week, we're going to see some of that retrograde energy lift off. So that's going to be pretty good for all of us. Everyone feeling that a relationship, emotional, burden sector especially. So we'll all be looking forward to as this September month kind of progresses and we go, whew. I think if my memory serves me right, Mercury should lift somewhere around the 15th of the month. So welcome to anyone with any issues that have popped up in communication. That we should get some forward motion from that point onwards. We'll all be ready for that.
Yes.
Brings us to some pretty interesting times this week. We've had a lot of clients. Lee is also a psychic here at Crow and Cauldron, doing psychic oracle work and clairvoyance with me. And so between us, we've had quite a few clients this week really having a lot of battles with boundaries and a lot of battles with people not taking ownership and really kind of pulling others down.
Yeah, so I think September, the beginning of spring, I would really love to go to let's celebrate, let's bring joy back, but let's celebrate others. Can we do that? Can we celebrate others? Don't suck the joy out of people's projects and out of people's passion and excitement for things that are coming up for them. Let's celebrate everybody else. You know, I think we really need to do that. It's important. And the conversations I've been having in store today with people, you know, stop pulling people down. It's a really big Australian thing, you know, that whole tall poppy thing. Can we stop it? Like, it's time to end it. Let's celebrate each other. Let's celebrate people's wins. Let's celebrate joy, you know?
I think there's a big thing around this. And if someone is actually kind of taking the joy out of a project you're working on or a relationship you're happy with or a situation, and this is by no means to justify their behavior or to say that it's okay, but it's to understand that a lot of that comes from a fear place, a lack place. So when someone does that, they're really in their own reflection of self, what they're scared of. And you might see this from a parent, right? So a parent often likes to, you know, you come in and you go, wow, I'm going to travel. Maybe we'll use one of my own children have done this. We're going to travel to the other side of the world, Mum. We go, no. There's the negatives, right? Straight with the negatives. From a place of fear, not from a bad place in case of that, but from a place of fear. So sometimes we have people acting out of good intent, but from a sacred place of fear. So they're worrying. And then we have people that are doing it because they themselves live in a lack position. And that's probably the most, negative of all, where I basically want to dismantle what you're doing because I myself feel that opportunity has been taken away from me, or that I'm not being given what I feel I deserve. And so it's that putting onto somebody else in that lack state. And that's the energy we want to move away from.
Yeah, really, so much. And I would really like to call September the month of celebrating others.
Yeah.
So when someone comes to you and says, wow, this great thing just happened to me, or, oh, I've just met this amazing person, or, oh, I've just been offered this great job.
We go, wow, that sounds awesome.
Fantastic. Tell me all about it.
Yep.
And clap and celebrate. And let's just leave them in that energy for a while so they can enjoy it and build on that and see where it goes for them.
You know what? Even if you don't believe that what they've entered into is necessarily what you would think is great, or maybe you've got some skepticism over it, that's okay. Maybe just leave them in that state of joy and let them experience that lesson without comment, and just go, that's great. If you're happy, that's wonderful for you.
I mean, obviously, if you have some serious concerns for someone's well-being or the situation they're into, great. Let them sit in the joy at first and build that passion, and then and let them explain what the experience is.
You know what? We've got to wait sometimes. We've really got to wait till someone says, hey, what do you think about this?
And then maybe gently you can allow your concerns to be spoken about, but don't just go there like a sledgehammer and whack the air out.
It's not a Violet reading.
Yeah. Go and whack the air out of their blown up balloon, so that all they're left with is this deflated thing that they have no excitement and passion for.
It's all right for us each to experience our lessons, right? So we've all got to do a lesson journey. Maybe I don't think Lee's choice this week of Tim Tams with caramel was great, but Lee's going to work that out by the end of the week.
When my pants don't fit, I can't do that button up.
When Violet doesn't eat any of them and she's forced to eat them all, right? So it's okay for us to do a lesson journey. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I see it in mums. I see mums get really overwhelmed because they're literally trying to solve everyone's problems too, and they're trying to fix everything. They're trying to be the glue.
And they're trying to protect. Yeah.
And we need to be able to step back sometimes and say, I love you, but I'm going to just sit back on this and let you go through the process. I don't need to fix it. I don't have to have the answer. It's okay for me not to jump in. And in fact, we should stop doing it with people. We should say, you know what? I love you. I believe in you. I know how clever and strong you are, and that you are going to sit with this and work that out. And I'm here to listen if you need a sounding board. But I don't need to have the answer, and I don't need to fix it. That to me brings everyone back into their power and everyone back into ownership. Own your shit. And I think everybody should be owning their shit. Quite literally.
Absolutely. Bag it up, girls and fellas.
Maybe not. What's wrong with you? So we got a couple of questions this week. So I think we'll start with Helen. Helen sent us a question in. She was really kind of feeling the energy, and she was just saying, I'm not shifting any weight. I'm feeling really blah. What in God's name is going on? So what's going on for Helen?
Look, Helen, I honestly think you need to just step back for a minute and do some self-care. I really think the self-care is the most important thing at the moment. You need to believe in yourself. You need to be fearless in your own self. Don't worry about what else is out there, what else is happening. I think you just need some self-care, some time for you. I mean, I think everything's there for you. I just think it's almost like you're not seeing what's in front of you. It's almost like you don't see the joy that's laid out in front of you. You've got a blinder on, a blinker on, and you're just not seeing it. Your perception's different. I think everything is in front of you and it's beautiful, and you have so much opportunity and time to just really shine and enjoy it. So stop worrying about everything else that's out there, and let's sort of come back to what's in front of you. And I actually did pick this up for you, a little piece of pyrite. I think this stone, if you've got some pyrite, start spending some time with it, or get yourself a little piece of pyrite, better known as fool's gold, but it's really important for worthiness, self-worth and willpower. It's also a money, wealth, abundance stone, but in that self-empowerment, in that willpower and that motivation and taking care of yourself in self-care. Pyrite's a really beautiful piece. So if you've got some at home, start to work with it, or get yourself a little piece, and I think that will help you a lot. But see what's already there in front of you. Stop looking beyond the horizon. Look on this side.
Yeah, I've got to agree. I sort of look at this and I say, here we go. Like, you've literally climbed out of everything. You have the fundamentals in place. You know, we've got security around home, security around work. We've got joy around your home and around these things. Things are working. Things are falling into place. I think we're fundamentally talking about, like Lee said, self-worth in the love section of things, where we're looking around saying, you know, where is this? I would just say to you, I got a great card for you. It's called Slow the Fuck Down. Nice mirror image for you. And that means it's okay. It's coming. That piece of the puzzle you think you're missing is on its way to you. You don't need to hunt it. You don't need to be actively on. I think take some time out. Plan something nice for yourself. Literally slow it down and just breathe out. It literally, for me, I'd say to you, all of this, you've got increases coming at work. You've got things on this horizon that are just going to fall into place. And if you just enjoy you and where you're at, because you haven't had time to do that, the rest of that mystery puzzle and the right person, bang, there we go, it's done.
I just keep hearing let it be. Let it be. It's that old adage, what do they say? If you want to get a brand new car, clean the one you have, care for it, wash it, take care to make sure the inside's nice and clean and taken care of and loved. The other car's more than likely to turn up for you than if you just go, I don't give a shit about this one, I just want the new one to come in. So I think in this case for you, it's a matter of coming here. Yeah. Really taking some time with yourself, really giving yourself some time, taking care of you. And then I think that other thing you're looking for will just flow in without you even looking for it.
I really feel that you've got major changes on your horizon next year. So I would just start sitting in the zone of that. You know what I just had a mental image of when you were talking about cars there? I went back to, you know, I used to have this old, and I'm talking old Toyota Corolla, you know, and it served me. So I was so very grateful that I had it at the time. But you know what, I don't know if you've seen them. They're on Instagram and TikTok, and they go around, they like ding the friggin' part of it, and they go Mercedes or BMW. You know, I really used to do that with my Toyota.
25.
I used to go in and go
25
Suzuki Swift.
But it worked, right?
Right, it's exactly the car I wanted. I know it's not a BMW, but it was the car I wanted. And I had like the Snow White Suzuki Swift, and I used to get in that Toyota and go, Suzuki Swift, and off I went. And that was very much the car that I kind of manifested into existence. So every time you see that woman tinking something in a BMW, whatever you want, it's like the magic trick, right? You go and look at it. What Lee's saying is you can manifest anything you think of. So if you keep seeing the lack, that's what's going to come.
Yeah, so come on, see the you know, what is it, the cup half full. Let's do it that way. Take care of what you already have.
The mug
so the
full.
Universe. Oh, shut up with the mug.
The mug full.
No, I've got
full
no
of
words.
mug.
She's shut me down.
Full of mug. And so moving along.
Lee needs a mug. Hashtag.
No.
Oh, it's the other way. Hashtag Lee needs a mug.
No. No, she doesn't. We only have place for one supreme mug holder. So our next question comes from Steph, who's currently working on her kind of what she had envisioned was her dream project, her goal. She put everything into this, like everything. And I mean, it is an absolute yes that she's on the right path, but she's, you know, since she's gotten to this place and in it, she's had nothing but, you know, feeling down, getting sick, feeling like everything's, you know, hard work, and it's just, she feels like it's just not happening. And she's saying, you know, am I still on the right path? Is this still it? Is it still happening for me?
I think it is. I would say to you, what are you resisting? What are you pushing too hard on, and what are you scared of in this situation? Are you scared of the power that comes when it all works? What is it you're resisting? That's what I'm feeling.
You know, I think you've got to look at this, Steph, and you've got to start understanding that there's a pressure, like Lee's saying. It's all feels like it's on your shoulders, and it is, right? Win, lose or fail, it's all there. It's pressure. It's sitting there really strongly on your shoulders, and I think you're allowing that weight of it, and you're out of your normal zone, and now here's the reality of building this and growing this. But if you ask me, are you on the right path? Yes, you are. I feel like we are headed for some new direction, some new energy stepping into this, and you may find that you find yourself on a journey quite literally, or changing kind of the location of where things are as you go. But I do with Lee feel that there's some internal resistance to this as you're going on, and you literally feel like you're fighting a battle, you know, that you're fighting a battle, and there's all these kind of sort of complications around you as how you're feeling it, whether I've been well, whether I've been unwell. However, to me, your outcome is positive. You were literally on the right path and journey. You're not feeling like you're getting ahead. I understand that. I understand that you feel like it's like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back at the moment. It really has that kind of battle energy. For some reason around you, Steph, I do feel a plane trip, and a gentleman keeps stepping forward here as kind of mentoring you or helping you figure out the next steps or the next pieces of this puzzle. So I do feel this kind of energy coming forward really in the next couple of weeks that's kind of starting to mentor you to the next steps or the next part of this. And I do think there's a flight somehow attached to this project where you may be going somewhere else to kind of get that last piece of energy in. It has been a little bit chaotic. I do see that some of the living and some of that has just been a little bit all over the place. So you've got out of kind of waiting for this, anticipating this and structure, so the build up, and then you've got there and it's like, oh, hold on, how am I getting anything done? And as soon as you've released the stress of just getting the project, the minute you've done that, your body's gone into collapse. It's like, oh, I can finally relax. Oh my God, I finally got the project. And so your body goes, now all the things I've been holding on to, your body's just gone into bang, now all your immune system, things have been hitting you. It feels chaotic, but you're about to get some mentoring, some guidance to get the next parts of this finished. And I do feel that there's a trip somehow coming up, or a flight. I keep seeing a plane.
Yeah, I feel like it's really close. It's just there in front of you. I do feel like you just need to step back for a second and recenter yourself, and then step forward again. Take that time to just have a recenter, a reground, and maybe just look where maybe there's some stubbornness on your part here as well. There's like, I don't know if that's in the resistance, but there's a little bit of stubbornness that's also catching you up as well. And I think everything's so close, it's all there, it's all ready to happen. Maybe just let it.
I think you've really got to also, and the things that you think are, you know, dog shit in this project, I think you've got to call it. You've actually got to go, you know what? That isn't the way I would do it, or that isn't what I was expecting, and just call a spade, you know? So there's just fixing the energy up, understanding that you're about to get the plug on everything, and just maybe step into that power and control again. You know, you are in control. So step back into you, step back into that, what do they call it? That boss bitch energy that you have. Yeah. In a really good way. And your card is, oh yeah, go for it. So I just feel that everything's falling into place, but just step back into you a bit. Step back into your power zone a bit with this.
Let the fear go. Let the fear go. That's the only thing holding you back, really.
100%. And speaking of kind of manifesting in and doing things like that, we've got a little bit of manifesting ritual. So anyone who likes a little bit of manifesting ritual, and there's some great ones that flicker around, really simple ones, and we make a really simple product here. It's called Gold Dust, and it's a magical green based rice that we make up here, or a lucky rice. Some might call it a hoodoo rice, but this is just a lucky rice, and we make it with lots of different herbs and spell casting and intention. Sits in great big trays under different energies, and we make it a little bit fun too, so it's got some nice sparkly bits and some lucky bits in there. And it literally comes in this lovely packet. It's got a little message for you. And what we use these for, other than you can make little mojo bags, so little fabric bags, and put it in places around your office space, or hang it from your car mirror was another great place I saw it hanging. Or what I love to do with this stuff is I make little ritual trays. So I literally will get my green candles, I use a lot more cinnamon and cinnamon sticks than what's in here, but this has the bases, and I'll throw this stuff all around the bases of my trays. I'll even write on the bottom of my oven trays that I burn in what my goal or what my desire is. I'll paint my sigil work onto the basis of those trays, so that oven tray becomes my magical work of art with my sigil, my desire, what I'm seeing. I'll do my meditative work in my visualization for that trip or for whatever it is I want to bring in. Even if it's like a sum of money or something, I'm very specific when I'm doing things. And then I will literally use this, which is all pre-mixed with all the herbs and done with all the incantation, and put that through my trays, and I will set my altar positions or my candle positions. I use green candles, my preference for money. Some might like gold. Perhaps you like yellow. Other people, really drawn to the red energy to bring it in quick, bring it in faster, bring it in now. And literally set that up. And as I said, you can get permanent marker, or you can write it out, stick it to the bottom of that oven tray, do your sigil work, and you have got the ritual to go kit, right? For anything that you want to start bringing in. And you can even custom roll your candles with some herbs, and you can set them or anoint them to go with this, however you want to put your energy in. But a great little manifesting ritual with money rice, or in our case we call it gold dust. And it's literally those little rituals. I saw you set up a wonderful plate recently.
Yeah, my manifestation plate is done. It's set up, ready to go. I've been burning that every night, and that's set up with spring, and I've planted some seeds in the garden as well as an offering back. Yep. So I've put a sigil on my big green candle, and I have anointed that with some oils. Yep. And my rice is around the outside of it with a few other bits and pieces, and that gets burnt every night at the moment. So bringing it in, and it really is a lovely thing to do for your intention to be pushed forward.
Lee set hers beautifully under, so she set all that plate as well, and then she did a beautiful grid piece that actually went with her intention. But it really is a great time to be setting our intentions, journaling, or really I love a good little simple ritual burn or candle burn for just something as simple as prosperity, health, bringing in the abundance. This is really nice and simple, great energy to use. And if you want to do something at home and you go, right, I can't get to you, I'm not gonna buy you rice. That's okay. You can do this at home. So rice naturally means blessings, right? So that's why you see people throw it at weddings and things along those lines. You can create a little bit of a mix of your home simply from your home cupboard. Consider things like allspice, nutmeg, cinnamon. You can use these spices to and simple ingredients to really mix within that basis and bring in and create your own little prosperity plate at home.
I've got bay leaves in mine, and
another great one for
also
money.
What do you call them? Wishbones.
Oh, I love my wishbones.
You've got a wishbone
a cauldron full of those out the back.
So a wishbone. I've got a wishbone on mine and some bay leaves, you know.
Yep. All those sorts of things. Wonderful. Collect and dry out your wishbones from chicken. Love those.
Yep.
And literally a perfect one. So there's lots of different magical things. You probably have things in your garden. Even if you want to create a protection plate, you can use a bit of basil and rosemary. Simple things from your garden create really beautiful energy inside your home. I also create my bowl and my plates for offerings right at my front entrance of my home. It's just my personal preference. As you come in, as you step through the door, we're bringing abundance in. I use big jade plants at my front door. I clean my front doorstep, and I literally, under that welcome mat into my home, after I've cleaned it, I relay my cinnamon onto that doorstep. So I'm stepping in abundance. The entranceway for me is the moment of abundance. So it's bringing it into my life. It's bringing it into my home. That's a favorite.
Yep.
Quick tip for in-laws though, over the the Father's Day weekend. If you have any, got to do a few events that you might not be so enthusiastic about. You need to ward off some energy. You can get really nice long pieces of selenite and tourmaline and make a lovely table display and sit one level of people on one side of the table and yourself on the other side of the table with the barrier in between to absorb some of the toxicity.
Good tips.
Little tips and tricks for the day.
Excellent.
So we've basically kicking things off. Our website's well and truly churning along. So it's only a couple of weeks off being launched.
No, it's so exciting. I was having a sneak peek today, and it's lovely. Can't wait to show you.
So that's coming from our magical Kiki from K-Face Designs. She's literally helping us out there. So we're going to Shopify, Lee.
We are. Oh
my God.
Look out, world.
She's going to have a lot of work to do. I don't know what to say, but a lot of packing, a lot of work.
A lot of packing. I've been shelf shuffling today.
Yeah, so you'll be able to purchase products that are in store, because I know people say, I can't get there. When's it going to be online? It's coming. We are trying to make sure that it's all done right for you. And we're going to be launching, really officially launching Cauldron.
Yeah.
All through October.
It's my birthday month too. Send presents.
Yeah, I'm giving you. I'm giving you a present. It's called 31 Days of Halloween.
31 days of Lee having to work.
31 Days of Halloween is coming your way. Every day, a new costume, new entertainment from Lee. So we've got some big things. We're going to have announcements about our little opening night that's going to be coming, and some of our giveaways and our website launch. So that's all coming. For questions, if you've got questions for us.
I don't even care. I'm just looking forward to the dress-ups.
Yeah, I know. Brain on one thing, just dress-ups.
Sorry, go on. She lost me at dress-ups.
Yeah. So if you've got questions for us for Friday afternoons, or you just want to hit us up over a topic, we're happy to pretty much go anywhere. So you can email us on gypsycauldron@gmail.com, or you can jump on and DM us through Crow and Cauldron on Instagram. feel free to do those. We're happy to hide your name, so just let us know if you don't want your name on so that we don't, put you right out there. And yeah, as I said, we're open to sort of whatever subject you want to bring up. But let's spend this month really trying to uplift each other and see the positives and step out of taking ownership of people's crap too. If someone's always coming to you with problems, it's a great time to say, look, I believe in you. I love you. I know you've got this. I can't solve this for you. Take some time to prioritize yourself, your boundaries, celebrate other people's choices. It's okay. If they're going to go and they're going to fall over, it's all right. They will pick themselves up. They'll adapt some new skills. And the next time it comes around, they'll be more aware. Whereas if you keep running in with a shovel and digging that person out, they're not learning for the next time.
Yep. I'm happy with that.
Thoughts for
September?
the day?
Oh yeah, no. Well, it's being September, first day of spring, and I really do celebration. Oh yeah, mama.
What's our message? I don't. That's the message for you.
This is what I say when people choose not to celebrate others this month.
Fucking nah.
Fucking nah. Don't want to know about it.
These cards, if anyone's worrying about the profanity of the day, the cards are called the fucking honest oracle cards. And I have to say, whenever we kind of throw these in the mix, they pull out those kind of really blunt boom messages, but I often find that the energy is really relevant. So
it's our energy, I think, and that's why when we say send in your questions and send in your topics you'd like to discuss, and nothing is off the table because we, keep us on our toes so that we can dive in. You may just be helping someone else who doesn't want to ask the question yet.
Absolutely. And I'm a great believer in even in our realm of spiritual workings and healing workings, the more we step into honesty and the more that each light worker gets to kind of express themselves in that state, there's a truthfulness and a connection that comes from that. So, I'm not, as I've always said, not the psychic for everyone. Lee's not the psychic for everyone, but we're here to help. We're here to be of service. And honestly say, here's our scars and here's our wounds. Maybe this will help you as well, So each person for their journey.
Find your cup of tea.
Just not my mug.
I did have a play last week when she was away.
We won't talk about it.
I did get hold of it.
She touched
for a moment.
It. Okay, she touched it. She felt the mug up. So we're talking about some serious violations.
What was it? Didn't you say that though? If you want the Mercedes, Lee's cup. 58 kilos, 25 years old. I wonder if it'll work. Let's see.
All right, guys, we're descending. See you.
Bye.
We'll see you next Friday. Bye.